What's up, guys? It's your boy Kazaris back with another fun little deck profile, and today we have Cancer. Sorry about that. I have another FTK for you guys. For those of you that like that, stick around. This one's really fun, really creative. For those of you that don't, just sit back and enjoy the burn. All right, just relax. So we have Hangman FTK here, which is, disclaimer, not as consistent as the Fire Princess FTK because we are playing 5 bricks as opposed to the 4 that were in Fire Princess. And just because we're playing an additional brick, that also means we have to play 1 less draw card, so that's like a 2-card differential that lowers the consistency beyond the like 50% that it was with Fire Princess. So we have the one Hangman here. Normally in the other Hangman OTK, it relied on your opponent to have cards because its Tails effect reads, once per turn during your end phase, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy that target, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its attack on the field. So you would use like attack boosting cards on your opponent's monster, and then during your end phase you would destroy it and then inflict damage to your opponent equal to that attack. And then you would play Reversal of Fate to ensure that you had that Tails effect if you flipped heads. So that way it was like 100% guaranteed that you would have the Hangman Tails effect live. But with this version, we play Master of Destiny, which allows us to play Pot of Greed, or Cup of Ace, aka Pot of Greed, because we will always be landing on heads. So we will be using Master of Destiny when we have 5 unique coin flip cards in our deck. We have 6 in this case, but that's okay because we need 6. It'll guarantee our first 3 coin flips be heads. So the 2 Cup of Ace will always be heads, and then our Hangman will end on the Hangman, and he will be heads as well, which will ensure that we are able to destroy himself. And we will be boosting his attack to 4400 with Concentrating Current. And then we will be reflecting the damage we would take to our opponent with Barrel Behind the Door. So that's all it does, is just when a card effect activates and inflict damage to you, you just reflect it, your opponent takes it instead. We're playing Temple of the Kings in order to activate the trap card that we set on our first turn. And then we're playing Mausoleum in order to normal summon the Hangman without tribute fodder, because we can't special summon when we use cards from the sky. So those are the 5 bricks we're playing. They're mandatory to resolve the FTK, but like if you draw 2 bricks off of like Cup of Ace or Cards from the Sky, it really hinders your ability to keep playing. You probably lose at that point. So you just want to be drawing hopefully 2 draw cards off of every of your draw 2. Drawing 1 brick can typically be fine if you draw another draw 2. But ideally you want to be drawing more into the voids and more Cards from the Skies and Cup of Aces when you resolve Cards from the Sky or Cup of Ace. So that's the deck there. You have the 3 different Arcane Force monsters just to use with Cards in the Sky. And then we cut the 1 Dark World Dealings because it was the quote-unquote worst draw card, because it could only be used with Brow or Desperado Barrel Dragon here, and the 3rd one was always dead. We just played 11. We just played the 3rd one just to have 11 draw cards and outweigh the bricks in the deck. So like here we have 10 cards that don't draw and 10 cards that do. So yeah, that's the deck. The Desperado can search the Hangman too, so you can get that brick out of your decks so that your draw 2s will be more likely to draw more draw cards for you. But as I was saying, overall it's less consistent than the Fire Princess FTK. And I do not take credit for this. I forget, I might have seen it from a Japanese YouTuber. I can't remember. But very creative, very cool, but not quite as consistent, but still fun. So let's get into some games. Sit back and enjoy. Yami Yugi, Sartorius Kumar. So Destiny Draw maybe, or maybe Balance, we'll see. This looks like a thick deck. Master of Destiny, what is it, Spell Specialist? I don't know, this is just 30 card nonsense. Okay, hand is decent. Set pass, gotta love it. Here we go, Cup of Ace off the top. And that's always a nail in the coffin. Dark World Dealings, since we can use it with the Brow we drew. Discard the Brow. We have 4 more draws at least off of Brow and Into the Void. Into the Void draw. Get me Cup of Ace or Cards from the Sky. Cup of Ace, beautiful. Save Into the Void when I have no other cards to resolve. Cards from the Sky. I'll banish. Into the Void. Actually, I should have Dark World Dealings first. That was bad. Should have Dark World Dealings first, so that way I could have searched the Emperor. But as you saw there, We drew the Emperor off the Dark World dealings, but it shouldn't matter too much because we were drawing and drawing. Alright, and that'll be game. The bricks were at the bottom. That's always the best. Normal summon. So it's Gem Knights. I guess D-draw Gem Knights. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. At least it wasn't a 30 card mess. Alright. Concentrating Current. Bada bing. Temple the Kings. Set. Barrel behind the door. End turn. Resolve into the void. Resolve Hangman. Destroy himself. And reflect the damage with barrel behind the door. Bop. 4,400. Let's do another one. Alright, Akiza Izinski. No idea what to expect. Maybe what grows in the grave. We're going second. Again, if they can't interrupt us, then always having that extra card is great. Cup of Ace. We're going to get at least 3 draws on the following turn, so that's always a good sign. We can draw bricks. We can draw our bricks early, but like when we resolve a draw 2 card and we draw 2 bricks in a row, that's always just really painful. And that chance is like, it's still a little bit low, but higher when you're playing 5 bricks as opposed to 4. So it's Cyber Angels, probably level modulation. Alright, so this is going to be game. Calling it right now. So we just drew 2 bricks in a row off of that Cup of Ace. That's not very good. However, we did draw 2 good cards off of that Cards in the Sky. So now we're going to be able to search with Desperado, get 2 more draws, and we have 4 bricks in our hand already. So we should be drawing a bunch of draw cards off of this Cards from the Sky. And as long as we see another Cup of Ace, we should be in a very good position. So all of our bricks are 4 of the 5 bricks are out of our deck. So I'm not really worried about drawing more. That's not good. Oh, we drew the Brow. No, that's fantastic, actually. Drawing Cup of Ace into the void. We still have 3 into the voids in the deck. Yeah, beautiful. And that'll do it right there. That was a little bit lucky, not gonna lie, but there's game on hand. Doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna draw the rest of my deck just to show you that I could. Alright, so we're gonna go Mausoleum effect. Normal summon. He's gonna flip heads, which would normally suck, but we're gonna get him, boys. Temple the Kings, and set barrel behind the door. And turn, discard, destroy, and barrel behind the door. Alright, and he takes 4,400. Got him. Bada bing! Beautiful. Let's do another. Mako Tsunami. Again, like I've been saying, if it's an SSA deck and they establish like whale SSA, we don't really care because we're not targeting the whale and we're not battling the whale, so it won't really do anything. We're gonna Cup of Ace here. Very solid hand. Cards in the Sky, drawing 4 at the very least. 5 with Into the Void. Dark World Dealings, we're going to do that first, so that we search with Desperado. Awesome, we have Cards in the Sky still. So I'm going to resolve Cards in the Sky first before Into the Void. Because Into the Void is just good on its own. I'm going to search the Emperor here. Banish it with Cards from the Sky. We've already drawn 2 bricks, so there are 3 left in our deck to get. Cards in the Sky with Brow. Into the Void. We still have a Cup of Ace in the deck. Cards from the Sky with Temperance. That was a really good draw. A little bit lucky, but that's okay. Dark World Dealings. Draw us 2 more, and if we see Cup of Ace, then we are lit. If we see Mausoleum here, we could draw the last brick and we're fine because we can still FTK. Either way, it will not matter. However, Cup of Ace off the top here would be rough. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. So 50-50 chance to resolve the combo there. Because if we draw Cup of Ace, we couldn't have resolved Cup of Ace because we only have 1 card in our deck. So that was a little bit lucky there, but that's okay. Heads will destroy himself. Concentrating current will make him 4400. Temple of the Kings. Activate. Set. Pass. Resolve into the void. Into the void. Into the void. Hangman. And destroy himself. And barrel behind the door. And game. Got him. Another one. Alright. Astro Phoenix. Probably heroes. Dark City heroes. So Master of Destiny. Going second. So we have a very good hand. We're at least drawing 4 cards next turn. So as long as he doesn't have something interrupt us, we should be fine. We opened 1 brick card. Barrel behind the door. It's a very cool artwork. I like the gun. Pretty cool. I think this is censored art. I think in the OCG this is like an actual gun, but in the TCG they just made it like a booby trap Egyptian kind of looking thing, less like a gun. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to look it up. Waiting for a response. Okay, come on, buddy. There we go. Ooh, for hire. You're gonna be able to set up whiz on me? Don't whiz on me, dude. Haha. Puns. But no, for seriously, whiz what's up. Okay, so beat. Probably gonna search whiz. We want to bait the whiz negate as best we can because I don't know. They can be done with it. There's no reason to not try and play here because sometimes people don't negate draw cards. Like if I activate Cup of Ace, you want to negate it because if you don't negate Cup of Ace, I'm drawing 2 more cards, and that is 2 cards that you want to be negating potentially. So into the void, see if he negates. You shouldn't. That back row could be relevant too. If that's mayhem, excuse me. If that's mayhem, we're fine. Canada would suck. Wall of D, we're fine. Any battle trap, and we're fine. I'm gonna use cards in the sky. See if he negates this here. Because he's obviously not going to negate into the void. But this draws me too. Okay, so he's going to negate that. Beautiful. Now I can Cup of Ace freely. Beautiful, beautiful. Cup of Ace. Let's see if there's a chain here. Back row's not chainable. Cards from the sky again. Maybe we're able to play through a negate. Wow, that'd be really good. Dark World Dealings. Draw and discard. Oh, there's a Cup of Ace. We're looking good, boys. We're getting 1, 2, 3, 4 more draws. Beautiful. Cup of Ace. Give me Desperado. Beautiful. Can search Temperance. Don't draw Temperance. Beautiful. Everything's going well, boys. It's going well. Search Temperance. What's left? Do I have a Cards in the Sky left? I think I do. Fuck. One, two, three. I had 1 Cards in the Sky left. I needed that. Almost played through a Wiznegate, but it did matter. All right. So that's a loss. Let's play another one. So Esperoba, no idea what to expect here. We're going second. So going second can be better than going first as long as they don't have any card to interrupt us. So like against a Red Eyes deck, if they just summon Red Eyes and equip 2 cards and pass, you're fine. Against Metaphys, if they just go first and try to like set up some searches and then they don't have anything else to do on your turn, you're probably going to win. So he just passed. So you have a very good hand. We're going to Cup of Ace. Draw 2. And by Cup of Ace, I mean Pot of Greed. We're going to Pot of Greed again. So we saw the Cup of Ace very early, so we have a very good chance of winning this game just straight up. I'm just going to Dark World Dealings. Save the Enter the Voids for when I don't have anything else to use. Shouldn't matter too much. So nothing else to use. So I'm going to use Into the Void. Cards from the sky. Beautiful. Banish the chariot. Oh, come on, dude. I'm going to call this one a win. We're looking very good here. Okay. I'm going to call that one a win because that was just, we opened Cup of Ace. So overall, like I was saying, I had to play a few games to get enough wins to show you guys. There were definitely more losses than wins, but not like unreasonable losses. A lot of them were just because I went second and my opponent had something to interrupt me. Or I just went first and just bricked, which is all going to happen as well. So definitely below a 50% win rate with the deck, but still fun, still something to try if you want to. You could probably streak together 5 wins to get with Cog with it if you really grinded for it, but overall I don't think it's worth trying competitively outside of just memeing with it. So hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.